So I'm sitting here at my kitchen table today. I've been working since I woke up, working on outreach, working on some client work that I have to get done. And it really just, I've been struggling with how I'm making content lately because I think I started off with a vision, and then I kind of strayed from that vision, and I started to try to portray uh I tried to send a specific message and portray myself in a specific way, and I think I kind of lost my authenticity in that. And something that I've talked about a lot is the importance of authenticity. And as soon as I feel like I'm kind of straying away from that, I need to kind of take a step back and really, really check myself on that. And part of that came from, um, you know, focusing too much on what I'm gonna say and how I'm gonna say it in my videos versus just, turning the camera on and talking about what's on my mind. So that's my goal and what I want to do a little more often, and really hold myself to that. My whole goal here is really just to document my journey. I started my business about a year ago. I've had some highs, some lows. I've put in a lot of work, and some things worked out, some things didn't. And I wanna talk about that. I don't think enough people show that journey and show that process enough. So that's what I'm here doing. I'm not, I think in some of my previous videos, I sat here and I tried to tell you, like, this is how you should do X and this is why you should do Y. And frankly, like, who the fuck am I to tell you how to do anything? Because I'm still figuring it out. I don't have all the answers. I barely have any of the answers. So that's what I'm gonna hold myself to do, is to actually just kind of share my journey. And as things come up, I'm gonna hit record, and I'm gonna talk about what I'm going through specifically in that moment, in that day, that week, of how where I'm at with my business and what's going on. Um so that's yeah, I mean, that's it. I don't know exactly how I want to go with this video specifically, but I really just, I think it's important for me to kind of take the step back and reset on how I'm making content and how I'm delivering it. I don't think I can actually help anybody or teach anyone anything if I'm not being as true to myself as I can possibly be, and as honest and transparent as I can possibly be. I think too many gurus and coaches out there, you know, they put stuff out there like, make 10K in 90 days as a beginner, and X, Y, and Z. And frankly, like, it's a bunch of bullshit. Like, let's be real. Like, nobody can start with zero skills and be able to make make $10,000 by starting a Shopify store, or doing drop shipping, or whatever the fuck it is. It doesn't matter. Like, you need to develop skills, and you need to learn how to do things. Like, you need to learn skills. And that's the journey that I'm here sharing, is I'm learning and developing skills as I go. Um and I'm making mistakes in the process, and I'm learning things along the way. This has been almost a year in the making, and I've yet to make $10,000 in a month. I've gotten really close. Some months have been really, really far away from that though too. Um but it's not all sunshine and rainbows. The gurus out there saying, just follow this program or follow this business model, and you're gonna make 10 grand, and you're gonna make 100 grand, etc. Blah 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 blah. Like, it's not gonna happen. And I'm sorry to say, but like, I was one of those people that believed that, and I followed that, and it's not real unless you take the time to develop the skills. You could go from nothing to 10K in a month if you've already spent a long time developing the skills that you need to be able to do and follow that business model, or do whatever it is. Like, you have to develop a foundation of skills first. So I'm here, and I'm gonna just kind of explain what I'm doing as I do it. If you've watched any of my previous videos, you know that I've been working in the restaurant industry for a long time. I started, trying to dabbling in online business, like 3 years ago now. I tried a bunch of different things. Facebook, Instagram pages, digital marketing, network marketing, affiliate marketing, a bunch of different things, and nothing actually ever worked for me until I started to actually develop skills and offer those skills to people in exchange for money. Versus every other business model that I got on board with before had nothing to do with developing or learning skills. It was just follow this step-by-step program or whatever, and it's just gonna turn into money. And yes, like, that does work for some people, but the part that nobody talks about, the part that everyone leaves out is the fact that you have to learn how to do a bunch of things first before any of that can work. So, I took a step back a while ago, and I just really focused on learning and developing skills, so that way I could offer those to people. And ultimately, I've started an agency. I've started a call it a social media marketing agency, a digital marketing agency where I edit videos for people, I design websites, I write emails, among other things. But I've developed skills that I can offer to people in exchange for money. And as I grow this more, I've learned very recently that, this is just another way where I'm trading my time for money, and this is not the end goal for me. And what I need to be able to do is to be able to leverage these skills with higher quality clients where I'm able to take a revenue share rather than hourly or per project rate. And that's what I'm learning, and that's what I'm learning how to do right now. And the biggest part of that right now is outreach, and that's what I'm practicing, and that's what I'm getting better at. Whether that's making Loom videos, going over the process of how I can help people, um, writing emails for people and sending people those emails as examples of like, hey, you should use this email sequence and use this with your audience, and I think you'll get a lot of sales from that. So this is the process where I'm doing outreach, and I'm doing a lot of work for free right now, and I'm just giving people value in hopes that eventually, not in hopes, like I know it'll happen eventually, but someone will appreciate what I did and like the work that I did and want to work with me, and that's where I'll be able to take the next step in this game. Um, I saw a video the other day. It was maybe a week or two ago, and he said, I think it was Grant Cardone, honestly. He said to someone, he was like, "If I told you that you had to get to 200 no's before you got your first yes, how quickly would you try to get those first 50 no's? What about those first 100, those first 150?" You'd worked really hard to get those first 200 no's because you know that's where the yes is coming. So I know that I need to go through a lot of no's and a lot of people just not even responding to me before I get my yes. And I've been very fortunate throughout this process where I haven't had to do a lot of outreach to gain clients. But I know that the biggest next step for me is we're focusing on outreach and focusing on quality outreach and not just spamming people in their DMs and emails, but actually quality outreach where I'm actually doing the work for them and I'm actually doing the work ahead of time and not asking, hey, I can just edit a video for you, or, can I do this for you, or can I do that for you? It's like, no, I already did it, and here you go. Do you want to work together in the future? Let me know. And that's the biggest next step, and that's what I'm working on right now. So stay tuned to see how it goes and where this takes me.